Don't be surprised if your state tax refund is delayed as people start to file in Ohio this year. That's exactly what they're finding. The state is trying to crack down on tax fraud. Local 12's Paula Toti says you don't have to be owed much money to trigger this extra attention on your return.
What the state is doing is actually a continuation of something that started in 2013. I know I'm still waiting for a refund and had to send in more information to prove I am who I am. But now there's another step. In 2014, a lot of people are being asked to either take a quiz or provide a whole lot of documentation.
So I have to send in a copy of his driver's license, passport, birth certificate, or a utility bill, a copy of his Social Security card, a copy of his W-2s, the first and second page of his federal return.
And when she tried to get help trying to figure out why he was getting this scrutiny and couldn't take the quiz, this is what she heard calling the number given in the letter.
All lines are busy at this time. Please try again later. Goodbye.
Finally, after a series of emails with the Ohio Department of Taxation, she was told her son was flagged because it was his first tax return, but it wasn't. While Ohio may be taking these new measures, the problem of tax fraud is so huge, TurboTax announced today it's temporarily halting state filings. It's not like the federal government is immune, but so far isn't being obvious about extra steps being taken to verify taxpayer identity. Meantime, Connie mailed the long list of documents for her son's $21 refund.
If it was my $21 refund, I would skip it. It's for my 17-year-old son who worked all year, and $21 is a lot to someone that's 17.
Here's something else to keep in mind. If you've signed up for tax alerts with the state, you might be asked about this quiz online. That's something the IRS doesn't do, so it might look like a scam. Be careful. I'm worried that people could start being scammed whenever anyone asks for this kind of documentation, Social Security numbers. Make sure when you're faxing or mailing, the person on the other end in this case really is going to be the state of Ohio. Paula Toti, Local 12 News.
Don't you just love tax season? While the IRS isn't taking these same steps, you may still find delays in dealing with the agency. Tax issues that would have taken about 45 days to settle in the past could now take a year due to fewer employees. The IRS says it's already received more than 14 million returns. The agency says it has issued refunds averaging just over $3,500 to more than 7.5 million people. Refunds tend to be bigger early on in tax season because those expecting a lot of money, of course, get the returns in early.